My name is Mark Stoneham. I've been with FMG for 7 years now, and I'm the Senior Digital Marketing Specialist. So yeah, I have a kind of a background in information technology, and also more recently marketing. I am the product owner of the website. So when we looked at doing the redevelopment, it was my project effectively. So I went through all the process of choosing who we would use as a technology partner. Day to day, I'm involved with working with our in-house developers on new functionality for the website and with the disparate systems that we have at FMG, and also with the digital marketing. So getting people to the website and converting those people into leads, also improving engagement, working on analytics. FMG is a growing organisation, and in the time that I've been here, it's kind of doubled in terms of the number of employees. So we have around 800 employees, and that's spread over 30 branches in New Zealand. We have our main kind of call centre operations in Palmerston North, and we have our main kind of business functions in the Wellington office, is where I'm based. The audience we're trying to reach online is rural New Zealand, or those towns that are associated with rural New Zealand. We market really to the rural sector, and hence we have 50% market share of the rural insurance market in New Zealand. How we've kind of engaged with those audiences in the past is really we have obviously those branch officers on the ground. We have a large number of people or rural managers that drive up driveways to service our clients. Obviously, we have a phone-based centre that handles a lot of calls. We've also have a website that we engage with our clients. And in terms of marketing, it's been television, radio, obviously out of home signage. We do a lot of events as well, and sponsorships. So, for instance, we sponsor the FMG Stadium in Waikato in Hamilton. How things have changed is definitely a lot more of a digital focus. Yeah, the website has become a very important part of our marketing mix to introduce people to FMG's offerings as a way for them to engage with FMG, whether it be requesting a quote or starting a claims flow or just wanting to reach out and contact us. I mean, I think for us, just FMG in general, probably one of the biggest challenges is just managing our growth. So we're growing at a reasonably rapid rate, but it's making sure that we're not taking on too much risk, in various areas, so that we're not over-indexed in certain areas for risk. So there is a lot of work that goes on to make sure that we're balancing our kind of portfolio. I think a lot of organizations think a digital transformation project is really difficult, but we found that having key stakeholders involved and having an alignment and a vision, particularly around client servicing, helped us really push through those digital initiatives. So we're just very clear up front. And I think that's probably what other organizations, to really just get started, is just getting that alignment and getting that buy-in, particularly from senior management and senior stakeholders. And what has really made it easy for us to progress with our digital transformation. Yeah, when we were obviously looking for, a new platform to redevelop the website. We've had a website since the late 90s, but obviously they've just been brochure kind of websites. Our last website was developed in 2014, before we developed our site with Squiz. That just started to get to a point where we were spending a lot on external developers. So it wasn't a particularly flexible platform. And obviously it meant that we didn't have that much flexibility internally to roll out changes. So we might have some new functionality for a new campaign, and there would be a probably 6 to 8 week lead time. But yeah, one of the things we looked for and we were impressed by Squiz is a lot of the stuff that we can do or want to be able to do, certainly in a marketing context, is kind of built in, so we could turn things around a lot quicker. The other benefit is obviously we could have an in-house developer who becomes proficient in Squiz. So any of those tasks we could bring in-house, and obviously a really strong support base from Squiz. We kind of did some research. We subscribed to a company called Gartner Research, and they've done some reasonably good analysis on the different CMS providers out there. They kind of had a matrix, so we did a short list based on that. But what impressed us about Squiz and made it an obvious choice was obviously local support was a really big one. So a team based in Wellington, which is quite good. Also, the architecture of Squiz, of Matrix, impressed us. Particularly, we could have a headless architecture, which would connect with our online portal, FMG Connect. Plus, we also have a full-blown CMS as well. There were other elements such as the search facility funnel back, which really suited our needs. And obviously the digital experience platform all came together. Yeah, and I think the idea of having a strong support system as well was something that we thought Squiz, did really well. What we currently use, we obviously have Squiz Matrix, the CMS, which we use for our main website. It's our content management system. We have a headless architecture with Matrix that we use for our online portal. We use Funnelback and also the DXP, or the Digital Experience Platform. What is meant is we're able to provide an integrated experience for customers coming to our website, so they can seamlessly log in to our online portal, which we couldn't really do on our existing website. Also, we've introduced things like claims flows. So a claim flow will take the person through a journey, and if it's applicable, they can make their claim online. So it's completely integrated. In terms overall, when we look at the metrics of the website, we can see that engagement has increased. So people are staying on the site for longer, consuming more content, and taking more call to actions. So we've seen an increase across the board in terms of engagement, increases in leads through the website. And also just the platform itself has allowed us to think a lot more broadly. Things like integration with our CRM is a project that's on the horizon. Yeah, being able to log in through the website means that they have 24/7 access to our back-end claim system. So we do have internal stories of people making a claim for a phone and being able to pick it up 2 hours later. It's just a big leap and improvement for our clients. I mean, the other area that is obviously improved is just our ability of our internal teams to make changes on the website, to roll out new functionality, much more quickly. It's made us much more nimble, having that platform. And the other benefit has been we've got a lot more people using the platform. In the past, on previous platforms, which are a bit more technical, there may have been only 1 or 2 people that knew how to upload content, but now we've got, maybe a dozen people being able to upload content. Some in a more restricted manner, but it's just meant that more people are able to access the website, the back end of the website, and upload content. Our experience with Squiz has been very positive. We found the people working at Squiz very professional. They never seemed to be like pushing things on us. It was always quite a respectful. It felt like a partnership rather than just a business arrangement. We conducted a relatively complicated project to get the website up and running to MVP, and we did that within the agreed time frame. We found the devs and the support was really, really good. So any kind of changes that we wanted made were made quickly and efficiently. It was a relatively painless process. One of the best projects that I've worked on with a vendor. Yeah, it was a great experience. So I definitely would recommend Squiz. Um, Great bunch of people, very professional, um, and they're really interested in making it making it work for your business and your organization.